Someone was sent by the enemy to destroy you. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Someone was sent by the enemy to destroy you. Somebody drop in the comments and say, you won't destroy me. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, you won't destroy me. Now, family, these are the individuals who come out of the woodworks, right? Like, we never heard of them, never seen them, and maybe we heard of them in terms of seeing them from afar or seeing them on social media or even through people, but you never knew them personally, right? And these people just out of nowhere start responding to you, start talking to you, hitting you up on social media, speaking to you through people. They just come out the woodworks. And then they do this one thing, love bomb, right? They love bomb, which means they show unnecessary love. They just start showing all types of fake love. And it may seem like it's real, but in actuality, it's fake. It's not genuine. They come in buying you things. They come in talking to you abnormally, right? Abnormally, meaning they come in giving you all this attention and time. They come in giving you all this effort because their agenda is to sit back. They're making an investment in you. Whether this is within your business, they're going to make an investment. Whether this is them investing into you emotionally, they are investing into your time. They're trying to find their way in your busy schedule so they can slow you down. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Somebody drop in the comments and say, you won't slow me down. Anytime they see a person on their grind or within their God-given or God-called purpose, right, they're on their mission, understand something, y'all. They're looking for ways to discourage that. They're looking for ways to stop that. They're looking for ways to get in between that. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? And so these people are essentially sent by the enemy to destroy you. Now, they're not going to come with a big bazooka gun or a knife saying, let me cut you, stab you, or shoot you. No. They're going to come with smiles. They're going to come in a dress. They may come in a nice car, plenty of money. It's going to be eye candy. But what you don't see is the thing behind their back. What you don't see is the dagger that's in their pocket or even the corkscrew. Yeah, y'all, some people get that cutthroat. They put that corkscrew in you, right? But the point of what I'm saying, y'all, is that they were sent by the enemy. It wasn't sent by God. And y'all know my motto. Anything that has not been sent by God, return back to sender. Somebody drop that down below in the comments. We're talking heavy, y'all. Return back to sender. All right? But anyway, y'all, we ain't going to talk too much. Y'all know how I get on these intros. But just to let y'all know, we are outside once again in the legendary park, the green pasture, as I call it. And I'm almost literally out here by myself. I love it, y'all. Connected with nature. Waterfalls are going. Birds are not chirping, literally. Geese are out, right? Ducks are out. But mainly it's just peaceful and very serene. So that may be the vibe of the video y'all are getting. It's very serene, y'all. Calm. Not too much going on, right? But I got a whole bunch to say. With that being said, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all leave a thumbs up on this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get into it, rich mentality family. So listen, y'all, number one, first sign of how you know someone was sent by the enemy to destroy you, it's gonna be this right here, y'all. Number one, emotional distress, okay? Emotional distress. This person, this individual, these group of people, right? Even this job, they are causing you emotional distress. See, if a person is bringing stress to your life, it's best to not allow them to be in your life, all right? If a person is not being peaceful and they're bringing chaos to your life, it's best to allow that person to leave or you do the removing. However, y'all, they're not supposed to be a part of your life. See, the point is, y'all, is that anytime you are bringing people into your household, bringing people into your, or a person within your forming a relationship with a person, getting married to someone, having a best friend, whatever the case is, anytime you are doing that, you want to make sure that they are adding value, right? They're adding peace, love. Sometimes, y'all, it's not even about the money. And I know y'all hear me say this a lot, but it's really not about the money. The least you can do is be positive. The least you can do is bring good energy. The least you can do is be a helping hand. Be supportive. Do something. I heard Rick Ross say on the video, it was one of those motivational videos by, I think it's called Millionaire Mindsets or Vibe, something like that. But he was like, look, hey, homie, you can just pick up a broom and sweep off the porch. You don't even got to come with just money. Maybe it's your ideas, but make yourself valuable, accessible, right? But see, these individuals, these people, this particular job, this person, they're not going to bring value. It's going to be stress. It's going to be more stress than anything. And see, this emotional distress causes cancer, causes diabetes, sickness, disease, right? It says that stress causes cancer on the bones. So when you are around people who are stressing you, they're really or literally killing you. They are literally killing you. You know, y'all, when I was in my marriage, I think I told y'all this before, but I've, recited again just to close off my point. One thing I couldn't stand when I was married is that feeling of going to work. I couldn't stand that feeling because I knew she was doing something behind my back. And even listening to me say it now, it makes me even wonder, why did I stay a second longer than that moment once I realized that, right? Now, obviously, y'all, you can't just up and move or leave, or else you're going to be homeless, which ultimately I was homeless, but that's a whole nother story. The point of what I'm saying is that it caused emotional distress. I'm going to work. I'm knowing things are going on. I'm just sitting up. I'm just sitting up here with my tuxedo vest, knowing somebody probably knocking her back loose. I'm like, what? But I realized that was the moment I should have left. And I'm saying the same thing to you. Like, maybe it's not your wife. Maybe it's not your husband. Maybe it's your best friend. You know that they're really jealous of you. You know that they're really envious of you. Maybe it's that job that's causing you emotional distress. Like, it's nothing but demons on that job. It's nothing but people who are just bad people who want to see you lose, people who want to see you fall or fail. And you're still on this job because you have no choice but to make ends meet and pay the bills. It's emotional distress. Things that are in your life should only bring joy to it. That's why I love creating videos, right? I love creating content. It's not because I have a better job than any one of you or a better job than anybody else in the world, but it's something that I actually enjoy. And I realized that once you do something that you love, you will never work a day in your life again. You won't be stressed, right? You're going to have bad days and good days, but that's life. But it won't cause you emotional distress. And so you have to look at those who are causing emotional distress within your life as a cancer. Look at it as they're killing you. Look at it as, listen, you are shortening how many summers I'm going to see. Deion Cole said that Jennifer Lewis was like, what she said, I'm not going to allow you to mess up the energy of my day. I have approximately 20 summers left. Y'all know Jennifer Lewis. She played the mom on Temptations. She played the mom on Tina Turner. She a very popular actor, but he say when he be trying to crack jokes with her, she'll say something like that to that magnitude. I'm not going to get stressed out about you. I got 20 summers left. He said, I thought about it. I said, what, 20 summers? He said, it don't seem long, do it? It don't. Our time is valuable, and it's too valuable to allow people to stress us out, okay? But with that being said, y'all, emotional distress is definitely a way of how you know that the enemy is trying to destroy you, or they were sent by the enemy to destroy you. Because when God sends something, he's sending it within clarity. He's sending it with no confusion. He's sending it not necessarily perfect, but perfect for you. Number 2, y'all, they ruin every good thing you touch. They ruin every good thing you touch. Listen, family, you know, y'all have those people out there in the world who don't have anything going for themselves. So anybody else who have something going for themselves, they find a way not to help it, assist it, but they find a way to hurt it. They find a way to destroy it. Going right back to my marriage, y'all, I say this because it actually goes with the point. It's crazy. I have nothing great to say. I'm kidding y'all. I probably have a few good things to say. I'm not going to just do it like that. But 80% is definitely bad. That's another conversation. But anyway, y'all, I wrote my book, Fairly Unequal, and I was purchasing copies of it. And the copies finally came in. And once they came in, you know, I would already sign the books, right? So I would autograph my books prematurely. But it worked out in my favor because when I would sell the book, all I would have to do is just sign their name in there. But I had already put my autograph in there. Anyway, we outside. I think it rained that day. No, it rained like 2 days prior, but it was still water on like the umbrella. I had a patio furniture, so it was like an umbrella and a table, and my books were standing right there. And she seen what I was doing, but for some reason, she thought that it was smart to grab something that had water on it and move it across my books. Do y'all know that messed up my books? That was my money. I had quit my job and I was selling books in the mall. That was my money. And she had not the slightest bit of remorse. And then got mad at me when I approached her and said something about it. See, that person was never for me. Anytime a person willingly ruins something that you love, you care about, or something that you need, something that is yours, something that pays your bills, help you, and they ruin it and don't have anything to say, and I ain't mean to. Woo! But you're dealing with a demon on sight. You got to release it. You better get away from it. So what I'm saying is, y'all, anybody who feels comfortable with ruining something that you have worked hard for, you accomplished, you achieved, you spent an enormous amount of time in or for. Listen, y'all, you got to get away from this person. They are going to ruin everything you touch. Anything that you love or cherish, they will ruin it. All right? Let's just say you got a brother. He a womanizer, don't respect women, but you happen to have a good woman. You happen to have a loyal woman, a woman who loves you. And let's just say your brother don't have the respect, not only for women, but for what you love. He'll destroy it. Anything you touch, he's going to ruin it. Anything you love, he will ruin it. Almost like the brother off of 5 Heartbeats. Everything that Duck got, his brother wanted it. Everything that Duck had, his brother had to get it. From the woman he slept with, from the songs he sang, from the clothes he wear. And that's just how these people are. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. They will ruin every good thing that you have, y'all. Guaranteed. Number 3, they will suck your energy dry. They will suck your energy dry. Y'all better understand that. Listen, y'all, when people suck your energy dry, they may move the goalposts. They may exhaust you. They may drain you through sex. They may take advantage of you, make you feel unappreciated. They may have you to do so many things for them and it will never be enough. Let's just start back with moving the goalposts. See, when you move the goalposts, let's just say in football, I'm just throwing some things out there, but in football, y'all know that the score is 6, right? You kick a field goal, that's 7. You get a 2-point conversion, that's 8. And let me break that down. The field goal is 1 point. The score is 6. That makes 7. Then, of course, the score is 6. And if you have a 2-point conversion, that's plus 2. That makes 8, right? Just for those who are confused. Reno, what you mean the 2-point conversion is 8? I got you. But what I'm saying, y'all, is that let's say, hey, we have the regulations and the rules on that. This is what it is. But if they're trying to accommodate to another team, they may say, hey, you got to score 2 times to make it 6. You see what I'm saying, y'all? You got to score 2 2-point conversions to make it 2. You move the goalposts. Normally, if we score, it's 6. Normally, if I get a field goal, that's an extra point. Normally, if I get a 2-point conversion, that's 2. Y'all follow what I'm saying? They're moving the goalposts, which is going to suck your energy dry because you're going to keep going hard, and it's never going to be enough. They were sent to drain your energy. They're moving the goalposts. It may be people who are taking advantage of you. They see how kind you are, how nice you are. And at first, with us kind people, y'all, we don't mind being kind in the beginning. We don't mind being kind in the ending. But in the ending, once we realize that we're being kind, we stop wanting to do that for people who are ungrateful. Ungrateful people will drain you because that's another form of moving the goalposts. At first, you was okay when I gave you 20. Now you want 40. At first, you was okay when I gave you a plate of macaroni and cheese and fried chicken. Now you gotta have steak, lobster, crab, shrimp, pasta. Since when have you become so high class? They moved the goalposts. They're sent to destroy you. Nothing you do will ever be enough. They're gonna suck your energy dry. Every time you are around this person, your soul will cry. When your soul cries, when you start shedding tears, but you have nothing behind those tears. It's just tears, right? You don't, oh my God, you don't do that no more. You just shedding tears because you hurting and you trying to figure out a way. Your soul is trying to figure out why are you here, but your flesh is keeping you there. Some deep stuff, y'all. Some deep stuff. They're sucking your energy dry. This is a clear indication that they were sent by the enemy to destroy you. By the time the enemy is done with you, he wants you to be sick, low, busted, disgusted, hurt, murked, put him in the dirt. That's what he wants. Next thing, y'all, number 4. They are encouraging your wrongdoings, all right? They are encouraging your wrongdoings. This is like that person, well, I would say that child who wants to hang out with the bigger kids or the bigger children. And let's just say this kid is 11 years old. The bigger kids are 15, 16. They already having sex. They already, smoking. They already drinking. They are much more advanced, right? And as long as this younger kid is around other kids who are on the same path as them or doing the same things or have similar parents who have morals and stuff like that, as long as they are around them, they are doing good. They're doing fine. As soon as they get around these older kids, guess what those older kids are going to do? Put them on some new stuff and then encourage them to keep doing it. Put them on some new stuff and then encourage them knowing that it's wrong. And see, when you got friends who are encouraging your wrongdoings, newsflash, they're not your friends. When you have family members who are encouraging your wrongdoings, newsflash, this is not family. See, if you have a family member who is encouraging you to cheat, then that's not a real person. They're supposed to encourage you to do the right things. See, the enemy will give you all the tools you need to destroy yourself. He'll give you the alcohol. He'll give you the gun. He'll give you the wrong woman, the wrong man to have a baby by. Right? And he will permanently attach those demons to you to where you will be hating yourself for those decisions you made when you was in a weak and vulnerable position, but not realizing that the enemy had everything to do with it. He was using your vulnerability against you. He was using your weakness against you. He was using that inferior position against you. Reno, what are you saying right now? He wants people around you who's going to encourage your wrongdoings, because as long as you are doing wrong, he know that he got you right where he wants you, right? in his mind, when you're doing wrong, you're doing right, right? And when you're doing right, oh man, she doing wrong. Everything is inverted with the enemy. Everything is inverted with the devil. I need y'all to understand something. He's going to encourage your wrongdoings, okay? Or he's going to have those people who's working for him to encourage your wrongdoings. Make sense what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 5, the last thing is isolation. Isolation, y'all. The enemy wants you to be isolated. So guess what? He may send that man with everything that you love and everything that you always desired. And at first, he may not have a problem with you being around a healthy group of friends, okay? Let me make sure I throw that in there. I'm not talking about the toxic friends who want to go out and be outside and get snatched, get drunk as a skunk, and be around dudes and I ain't talking about that, because that's not a friend. That's an enemy, right? Friends are supposed to lead you to your destiny, not away from your destiny. Make sense of what I'm saying? So sticking to the point, y'all, they're going to encourage, right, the wrongdoings. But see, that man that you look up to, that man that you love, whatever the case is, you're going to notice how whenever you have a healthy group of friends, or whenever you have a healthy family member, a healthy hobby, whatever the case is, things that keep you going, things that, put that positivity back into you, things that feed your soul, feed your spirit, things that, help you, things that give you peace, security. He's going to try to pull you away from that. She will try to pull you away from that. Anybody who's being used by the enemy, they want you isolated because they don't need you around things that's going to help you grow. They need you alone. See, a seed on cement can't grow, but a seed in dirt can grow, right? If you are in the wrong soil, if you are in the wrong environment, if you are in the wrong place, you won't be able to grow. You're isolated away from your natural ability to breathe, to succeed, to grow. When you are isolated from that soil, when you are isolated from what it is that God naturally placed here for us to be in, then it's going to be abnormal, unnatural, and we won't be able to grow, right? That's why when a baby cannot come out the natural way, and she has to, the woman has to get a C-section. That's why years down the line, she still can feel that C-section, because it was not normal. It was not natural. It was abnormal. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? So it's not natural for us to be isolated for long periods of time. It even said in the scriptures that a man cannot or should not lean on his own understanding. If he does, he's a fool. So realize what I'm saying, y'all. They want you to be isolated so you don't have that root. They want you to be isolated so they can work on your mind. They want you to be isolated, right? They need you to be alone, because you are stronger when you are a part of a village. You are stronger when you are a part of a strong group, right? That's why people won't like y'all listening to my videos. People, if y'all play me around family members who are not on the same thing, they're going to be like, turn that off. He don't even know what he's talking about. No, the reality is this person who you're listening to sound intelligent, sound smart, and sound like they're trying to give you that strength that you need to be independent. And if you are independent, that means you don't need them anymore, emotionally, spiritually, physically, right? In all ways. But understand what I'm saying. Isolation, okay? This is what they're going to use, and this is a clear indication that a person is sent by the enemy to destroy you. But y'all already know how we do, y'all. As we conclude this video, I will leave us off on this. Listen, y'all, there's going to be many people who come out the woodworks. People who want to date you, people who want to talk to you, people who want to be your friend, especially when you start having success and people are starting to see the transition in your life. But you have to have that strong mentality to know that, listen, as long as it has the enemy stamp on it, as long as it has the enemy smell on it, you can return it back to the enemy. You can return it back to the enemy. Anything that was not sent by God, return that back to the enemy, y'all. In other words, be wise, use your discernment, and understand the difference between someone who was sent by the enemy and someone who was sent by God. But with that being said, y'all already know how we do. Y'all make sure y'all get one of those Yes Sir t-shirts, book a one-on-one session with me, enroll into my social influence course, check out any one of my books, And of course, family, y'all be sure to stay tuned in. All right, got more content for y'all coming today. Y'all keep a rich mentality. Peace.